Last night I opened a bottle of wine from one of the most historic sites in Napa Valley. This is the 2017 Altagracia from Eisele Vineyard. It's primarily Cabernet with a little bit of Cab Franc as well as a touch of Petit Verdot. And it's fairly small production, only about 1,700 cases made. The history of this estate is actually insane. The Eisele Vineyard has been under vine since the 1880s when some Napa pioneers started cultivating grapes there. In 1969, the property was bought by Barbara and Milton Eisele, where the vineyard gets their name. The 20 years that they owned it, they sold their grapes to a couple of winemakers, including Paul Draper from Ridge, who produced the first vintage of Eisele Vineyard Cabernet, and Joseph Phelps, who produced the last vintage of Eisele Cabernet before it sold to the Araujo family. The Araujo family in the 90s were absolute game changers. They introduced organic farming and were some of the first farmers to introduce biodynamic techniques, which is more of a holistic approach to winemaking and grape growing. Because of the Araujos, they have been certified organic since 1998 and certified biodynamic since 2000. In 2013, the property was bought by Francois Pinault, who is a French billionaire and absolute wine legend considering he owns Chateau Latour, which is a first growth Bordeaux. He brought in winemaker Helene Mingo, who is a genius. She's worked in several Old World regions, including Bordeaux, Tuscany, and Chianti Classico. I think that's probably why it drinks more like an Old World wine instead of a New World wine. Pause here for tasting notes. Cheers, y'all.